married, well, the philosophy was extremely comfortable and actually works well with biblical Christianity. There are no conflicts. I shouldn't say no, but let's just put it this way. A Christian could be a proponent of, a follower of Scottish common sense realism and be very comfortable doing that. Whereas the other aspects of Enlightenment philosophy, most of them are really pretty antithetical to biblical Christianity. And the men that you mentioned, those were the primary leaders of this thought, which they brought over to the United States at Princeton. That was Reverend Witherspoon, who was important at the founding. I forget if he was a member of the, I think he might have been a signer of the Declaration of Independence. I don't know. He was definitely, Witherspoon was definitely one of the our nation's founders at the time of the Revolution, and he spread these ideas through Princeton. Later on, Timothy Dwight, who was, I believe, a grandson of Jonathan Edwards, he spread this same philosophy through Yale, and then it spread out through all the ministers and the others that were educated. And that was very unusual to be college educated at that time. That definitely launched you into the top ranks of America because so few people had a college education. And it gave you a lot of advantages too. You could express yourself verbally and in writing in ways that most other people couldn't. So you were going to be a leader if you graduated from one of those two colleges. So that's how they spread. Now that's how this whole idea of public education was spread, was through those universities, starting with those Scotsmen who sort of developed this philosophy.
You know, I think most Americans don't know that Yale and Harvard and Princeton were actually founded on biblical principles, that they were universities that had that as their base. I don't think most Americans realize this.
I know they don't. I know there's a number of Christians that do, but the interesting thing to me is there were also many other colleges. If we look here through the Midwest, if you take, I'll say, take the whole Midwest, take any state you want to, and take a small liberal arts college that's been around since for the last 150 years or so, chances are very good that it was started by an evangelical. Yeah, and now today, they don't have, you can't even tell they're Christian. Mostly. That's not 100%. Well, take like Denison, which is a really good college. Denison, that was a very strong evangelical college.
Okay, I didn't
Marietta,
know that.
Marietta College. They all had a very strong Christian origin. Yeah. And it was, generally, it was one of these ministers that was educated at Princeton or Yale that